Coach, can you give your thoughts on today's Eastern sprints?
Yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet day. I thought our crews in the morning had good racing. Unfortunately, we didn't make it into the grand final. I think the toughest race of the day was with the first varsity that missed out by 2/100ths of a second, making it into the final. But I thought the crews did a good job coming back into the Petite Final, racing hard. The freshmen started it off with finishing 7th overall. Won the Petite Final. The 2V finished second in their Petite Final, and then the 1V finished first in their Petite Final. So I think the guys showed a lot of poise and character and be able to come back and come back from racing in the morning that was disappointing to them.
And then going into that V8 race, the team had to finish in the top 3 to clinch the IRAs. Were you pleased with how they handled that pressure?
I try not to throw that on their shoulders of like, listen, you got to finish 9th or we're going to stay home. I had private conversations with my coxswain Bob about if our goal was to go out and win it, so that was going to kind of take care of it itself. But I said if at some point in the last 500 meters, if we were 3rd or 4th, that really crack the whip on these guys. But I think the big thing in the afternoon for the 1V was that traditionally all year we've started off slow off the line. We crawled back to like to about just coming up short by about a foot in the heat this morning. But our goal for the afternoon was to take control by the last 500 meters, be ahead. And to the guys' credit, they were 500 meters into the race in the afternoon. They had the lead and just kept moving out. So I was really happy how they executed that. They kind of changed their mentality. That's what we said we're going to do. At least try to execute, and they did do that. So I was very pleased with that.
And then you mentioned the freshman 8 win the Petite Final. It's kind of been an up and down year for them as well. Have you been pleased with how they've been progressing all season long?
Yeah, I have been. I think it's a small group of guys. Basically, just have 8 freshmen. They're we don't have a lot of depth, but they're learning each week. They're a tough group. They can definitely generate speed. They just need to be able to carry it over throughout the race. And I think for them too, it's been a matter of understroking the competition, which doesn't really help if you're behind.
And then finally, you talked to the group after the racing was done. A couple of weeks going to IRAs. What did you tell them, and what is it going to take for the team to do well at the IRAs?
Well, I think the thing is that I think they learned a lot from this race. Ideally, if we were in the finals or won a medal in one of the events, that would be a little bit, they'd be different. But I think considering that about how they raced, how they came back in that second race, raced hard, executed, we got better today, and I feel like results as they are, I feel like we have some momentum on our side here. So. And that's really key going into any race, is feel like you feel like you're getting better each week. And I think the guys are patient. They know they're getting better. We're executing, and I think the IRA is just going to be if we do well there, it's just a prize of just a culmination of hard work and determination.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.